Hi folks, in this quick video I'm going to show you how you can easily build and broadcast your Algorand transaction in Rust. So let's do it. Alright, the first thing you need to do is to create a new project by Cargo. So you type Cargo. Cargo is a packet manager for Rust, and we call this Rust Algo transaction. So as you can see, it generates this file for us. So whatever we do, actually our logic is located or will be actually stored in main RS, which stands for Rust file. So here later on we are going to add our basically functions and our code over here. So one thing you need to do before you get started, you go to Cargo, and over here you need to add dependency like this. And you need to add basically Algonaut, and that allows us to basically work with the Algorand network, and this is an SDK we need for our job here. After this, we go here, we need to add some packages. So after this we go to the source code, and we add our required packages. So we bring micro algos and address and all the other basically APIs associated with the transaction in Algorand to our environment. We also use KMD for this is another basically SDK. So after that we need to basically bring necessary Algorand SDKs into our project. So we use basically KMD and Algo D for making transactions and working with that. So now we need to So now we are actually updating our main function here. So in order to establish a client for basically working with the Algorand network, we need to use KMD. The next step, we need to basically locate our sandbox wallet. To do so, we use again KMD, and here we need to take basically its handler, and because we need that for the further processes. And since our wallet doesn't have any password right now, so we actually pass an empty string here. So now it's time to establish our payment. So in order to make our payment, we actually take advantage of Algo D, and this is an Algorand client that help us to form transaction and get our private network. So the next thing is, now we are going to make a transaction here. So you need to pass basically the public key of your wallet, and you need to have a positive balance there. And for the testnet, you can actually receive free Algo tokens. And for the sake of simplicity, I use the same address for both sender and receiver here. So here we have the structure that explain our transaction. So we have sender, first valid, last valid, node, Genesis ID, and Genesis hash. So after making the base transaction structure, it's time to build it here. Here we have the components of our transaction, and we need to specify the fee for the transaction. So finally, we sign our transaction before we broadcast that to the Algorand network. So here we pass the wallet handler and the transaction we made and its password. So in this case, this is empty. Finally, it's time to broadcast our transaction to the network. So after finishing our code and debugging potential bugs, it's time to run the code. Doing that is quite easy in Rust. So you need to use cargo and run. All right, folks, that was it. So as you can see, it was quite simple and straightforward to make an Algorand transaction and broadcast that in Rust. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye bye.